Hey guys, Ben, Pro Se Coach. Had a quick video this week. I had several questions this week about court costs and what you can do with them. So court costs covers a lot. Not only your filing fees, which range from say $300 for filing for divorce or your jury demand notice, down to $15 for a simple motion to modify. But there's a lot of them, and depending on your case and how long it goes on, man, it can add up. So there's the affidavit of inability to pay that you can file. It's free. You fill it out. It's a very simple document. I'm actually going to put a link to it in the comments below, and you can find it online if you just Google for it. But what it doesn't mean, people kind of get squeamish about it because they think, well, hell, man, I'm not homeless. And that's not what you're looking for here. But as an example, let's say you make $3,000 a month. Okay, and on the second page of the affidavit, it asks you that. What is your gross, what is your monthly income? $3,000. And it lists all of your bills. If your bills equal $2,900, then you don't have the ability to pay court costs because that's a burden on you that you don't need. And so that's it. It's a very simple document. You e-file it into your case. The court reviews it, and then anything that you file in the future is not charged. Now, it has other uses. So, when you go to court and opposing counsel blows you up and says that you need to pay attorney's fees, or you need an amicus attorney, or you need a guardian ad litem, or a damn psych eval, or this or that or the other thing that costs tons of money, Your Honor, I object. I actually have an affidavit of inability to pay on file. I am unable to afford these costs. The court cannot order me to do something I cannot do. If I could afford an attorney, I would have one here with me today. I cannot, so Your Honor, I object. Courts can do a couple of things. They can say, okay, Ben, you can't pay for it, so let's move on. They can challenge your affidavit, and they can say, I think you're full of shit. So we're going to have a hearing about it. So I always tell people, man, be truthful. I know things like utility bills, they fluctuate, grocery bills, things like this. So, you can certainly pick your average number, but don't inflate your stuff here. Don't start making up crazy car payments of $2,000 or $900. Put your car payment in there. And, if you don't have, a whole lot of wiggle room here in money, then your affidavit should reflect that. And so, you shouldn't have a problem. But it does help. It provides you a defense against a lot of court fees that you can be hit with that can really take a strain on you. And your case goes on for 2 years, you're going to file a ton of stuff. And, at $35 a pop, you're going to look back and say, man, I have spent $2,000 on filing fees, and you don't need that, man. So I had to file that at one point in my own case. And then everybody, called me, that I was full of it, and then, they challenged it, and then they said, he's telling the truth. So it's a great asset for you. It does become a good defense. Court fees are one thing, but really the part that can get really out of control are things like amicus fees and guardian ad litems, because you're paying a lawyer. Yeah, you're splitting the cost with your ex, but it's not cheap, man, and there's no limit, right? So if your amicus is on your case for 9 months, you can have $15,000 bill that you can't afford. And then it gets super awkward because then, you've got an amicus and she sends you an invoice for $1,500 and you go, I don't have $1,500, but your ex paid it. Okay. So guess who the amicus likes now? And all of a sudden now you got an enemy simply based because you can't play the game. So, get in front of it, but utilize that. It's a tool. It's free. It's available to you, and there's a purpose for it. And then be smart and, make sure you object clearly, be truthful, and use it as for what it's for. Reach out to me anytime, www.prosecoachtx.com. The link is in the comments. Also, I have the Pro Se University. If you don't want to work with me one-to-one, the university has courses and everything from enforcements to modifications to hearing prep to all sorts of things. So review that. The link is also in there. Anyway, reach out to me if you ever have any questions. Thanks so much for watching this morning.